The full form of CSS is Cascading Style Sheet. So you basically use the HTML to design your web page. That means simply designing like suppose in your when you are studying in third, fourth, first, second class or third class, you just ma'am gives you some assignment that you have to design some apple diagram, and then you need to fill that apple with color. So when you use your pencil to draw some that apple, that means you are designing HTML page. And when you fill that apple with color, that means you are using CSS part. So basically, HTML is used to design our web page. But if we are talking about the decoration of web page, then we need to use CSS, the cascading style sheet. CSS basically it is a style sheet language which is used to describe the look and formatting of a document, which is written in markup language. It provides some additional attributes to the HTML so that you can design your web page more interactive. With the help of CSS, you can save lots of time because when you use external CSS, then that means you will perform operations in one file. You don't need to write code for every single file. You just write the code into one file and you have to make changes in that file, not on all those files. Okay. Now, by using CSS, you can add new looks to your HTML documents because you can provide multiple n number of properties here. And with the help of those properties, you can provide different look to your web page or you can say your web document. This is basically the syntax here. Selector and then the curly brackets and then attribute colon value. Attribute basically the name of here. You have to write the name of property which you want to apply, and in the value section you have to put some values. Like here you can see here H1 what is it is selector. What is selector? I will explain it later time. Okay. Wait. Now this color basically is the name of attribute or you can say property and red is the value. Similarly, like in MS Word, you are using font size and you are providing some size for font 16, 18, 20. So 16, 18, 20 basically is the value and font basically is the property. Like here, this font size you are showing. This font size is a property and when you select any number, that means you are selecting any value. Now we can see the output, how this page will appear. HTML. Then there is header section. The head section, and after head we have body section. This is body section. Then we need to close HTML. Now, basically, we have three ways to apply CSS. So I will explain it how to add CSS. How many ways are there later? But just see the example. I'm just defining here H1 tag. Okay, and here I'm writing hello. Now, if I run this program, output is like simply hello. Now I need to change the color of this hello. So within the head section, what we can write first, we have to define style tag here. Now we are using, we have to change the color for heading tag. That is H1. Simply write this like this. And declaration of block. So here we are defining like this. Here it is tag, but here it is not tag, it is selector. So we have to write this without angular brackets. Now we have to change the color. To change the font color, we have to use color property. Color is red. Now text appear with red color. Similarly, you can design all 6 tags H1 close, H2 close, now H3, then H3 close, then H4, closing H4, H5, closing H5, and you can design H6 or any other paragraph you want. That means we have to define CSS for H2 green color, then I'm just giving for H3 blue color, H4 I'm giving pink color, and for H5 I'm giving CO color, YE and then the yellow color. Now check the output. Now you can see. But for okay, there is something here. H3, this one H4 here. We have to write H5. Closing H5, then H6. Closing H6. For H6, we are not defining any color. H1, H2. H1 is not showing with red color. Might be some other. We are just giving green color. What happened? So might be some other issues. I don't know exact. I will resolve this issue and later I will explain why this thing is happening. Because there is no compiler, so we have to interpret the code. We have to manually check that why this error is coming, and we don't have the whole day. We have a small session, so that's why I'm just ignoring. But the code you can see how we can write code. Okay. Now I'm just removing this code, and then we have to come to the next topic. Okay. Like this, we can use CSS. Now, what is the advantage? That's advantage is It saves time because by using CSS we can achieve code reusability. Actually, in the previous example, we are showing internal CSS, but when we design external CSS, as I already explained, at that time we can reuse that file because if we have 100 number of page, we don't need to write code for 100 times, or we don't need to define 100 pages for CSS. We can define only one page, and every HTML 100 page, whatever the requirement. If suppose we have 100 page and 50 pages uses this HTML file, so 50 pages can recall that page. Okay, they will call this CSS file, then they can use. That means कि एक फाइल को कितनी भी पेजेस HTML के कॉल कर सकते हैं. पेज लोड फास्टर. CSS पेज will load faster than HTML पेज. इजी मेंटेनेंस. सिंपल एग्जांपल कि अगर हम एक जगह पे यानी एक ही फाइल बना रहे हैं, वी आर यूजिंग डिजाइनिंग ओनली वन एक्सटर्नल फाइल, दैट मींस वी हैव टू चेंज apply changes on that single file, not on all files. Okay, that means to change the style of element, we need to make changes in one place only. It provides lots of attribute to provide better look of your websites. CSS के अंदर हमको मल्टीपल ऑप्शंस मिल जाते हैं एज कम्पेयर टू CSS, सॉरी एज कम्पेयर टू HTML, जिससे हम क्या करेंगे अपने पेज को और अपने वेब पेज को बहुत ज्यादा अट्रैक्टिव डिजाइन कर सकते हैं. बट देयर आर सर्टेन issues like the browser compatibility. Browser compatibility meaning is that sometimes it work fine with your browser, but sometimes won't. So, like in my example, you already can see. So for that, we had to recheck our code, and sometimes we need to clear the history and cache of our browsers. It will work differently on different browser. That means screen resolution problem. Suppose my screen size is 764 and 1028, and your screen size is 1024 and 1366. So it will work differently on different browsers. Okay, and there is some confusion due to many CSS level because we have a CSS1, CSS2, CSS3. So it might be, but I'm not saying that this is the disadvantage, but this is one of the point that you can think about it because there are certain confusions about the CSS levels.